Hello, my name is Eric Cooper, and today is 3/27/21, and this is Biology 240. And today we're going to go over a dissection, cardiovascular system of the fetal pig. Before I get started, though, I want to talk about a heart disease, namely congestive heart failure, or CHF, as it's known, which is essentially pump failure. So the heart, for whatever reason, doesn't pump effectively, and fluid and blood build up in the lungs, lower extremities, abdomen. Some of the symptoms of CHF are shortness of breath, chest pain, edema, like I said, usually at the lower extremities, and pitting edema. And some of the treatments for CHF are beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, diuretics, and it's just essentially the heart is not pumping effectively, and could be fatal. So fluid, once the fluid builds up into the lungs, they're essentially drowning in their own fluid. So they need emergency care right away to get that fluid pushed out of their lungs. Usually they could do that by CPAP, and like I said, beta blockers, diuretics. And so that's kind of CHF in a nutshell. And again, some of the causes that can cause CHF: hypertension, obesity, things like that. And, your smoking and bad habits and whatnot just leads to heart failure. So with that being said, we're going to go on to dissection of the pig. I've already cut the pig to expose the internal anatomy of the pig. And let me just adjust my camera if I can here. And I'll try to go over some of the structures here. And I put some pins here to just kind of help mark some landmarks here. So this, you have the internal jugular vein, external jugular vein, and some of these veins and arteries are they have dye in them. Blue representing veins, red or pink representing arteries, but some of the arteries and veins have been cut and spilled and kind of have been all over the place. So. But here we go. We have the external jugular and internal jugular with this vein. Again, up over on this pin, we have the larynx, trachea, and thyroid gland. Common carotid arteries here on the right side where this pin is, and common carotid artery here on the left. And I'll use my probe here. We have a brachiosylvic vein on the right-hand side, and then artery here, your subclavian artery, right subclavian artery, and right subclavian vein over here, left subclavian artery or vein, right subclavian artery, brachiocephalic trunk. And you got your aorta here where this pin is, right here. It's kind of hard to see, but I marked it with a pin. And then kind of over the lungs here, in the heart, you have your here is your superior vena cava. Here's your aorta, and this is the heart here, where my probe is. You got your left ventricle, right atrium, left atrium. And that's kind of the cardiovascular system here. And I think I covered everything. And hopefully you can make this out with the pins and the markings that I did. And that will conclude my video. Yeah, I get these gloves. Thank you. See you next time.